This is the plaintiff, Paul Anemone. He says he rented an apartment in a two-family house, and the defendant bought the house and he signed a new lease with her. A year later, she kicked him out because she said his kids were too loud. She deducted $300 from his security, claiming the rug was dirty. He told her it was like that when he moved in. She has no way of knowing what the condition was, and he's here seeking the return of his stolen $300. This is the defendant, Darlene Harris. She says the plaintiff snuck his girlfriend and her 3 kids into the place, and she couldn't take the screaming and the banging, so she didn't renew his lease. She returned all of his security minus $300 and an itemized list of damages. The plaintiff's a liar because he caused the damages. He knows it, she knows it, and soon the judge will know it too. She's accused of helping herself to a tenant's money.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff rented a room in a house and the defendant bought the house and kicked the plaintiff out. The defendant says the plaintiff secretly snuck his girlfriend in. It's the case of you're getting action, so here's my reaction.
Thank you, Douglas. Paul Anemone, you are suing your former landlord, Darlene Harris, for $300 that she retained of your security deposit that you feel she did so wrongfully. Tell me what happened here.
Okay, basically, I moved in the apartment in June.
Of what year?
2017, June 1st, 2017.
Okay.
And I originally had a previous landlord who I sent my security deposit of $1,800 to. She owned the building, the property I was living in. It was a house. And basically, after...
It's a two-family house?
A two-family house,
All right,
correct.
so you move in June 1st, and you move in as a tenant as well?
Yes.
On June 1st also?
Yes, I was negotiating buying the house, but I had to move in because of where I lived at before that lease was over. So I moved in as a tenant.
And then you end up buying the house?
Yes.
When do you buy the house?
The closing was on August 1st.
Okay, so it's just a few months after you move in and she moves in. Did you know she was going to become your landlord, or you had no idea of the sale?
No, I knew the house was for sale.
Okay, so go ahead.
Basically, when living there, sometimes the conditions, there was loud music being played, sometimes till 10 o'clock at night. And basically, I have 2 small children who also live with me on the weekends, and I also have a teenage daughter. So with the music, it was hard for her to study. So she also...
Your year lease ends and she doesn't renew it, right?
She didn't renew it.
And why didn't you renew it?
I had acquired him as a tenant. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. As he said, he had 3 kids and his girlfriend up there. So I didn't
Were you the only one on the lease?
I was the only
Yes.
one on the lease.
Okay, go on.
Yes. I wanted all the noise over my head to cease.
Okay,
and
so it
desist.
was noisy for you.
Very
All right.
noisy.
So you warn him that you're not going to renew the lease.
Yes.
You stay, I guess you stay an extra month,
Yeah,
and that's
extra month,
fine with
correct.
everybody.
Correct.
And then you leave. There's no walkthrough. And then you get your security deposit back minus $300. Was
Correct.
there a letter included in the...
Yes, there was a letter for the damages.
May I see the letter? Do you have it?
Correct, yes, I do.
What is the reason you kept the $300? Because what?
Because of well, not so much as the damages, but the state he left the apartment in.
And do you have pictures of how he left the apartment?
I have pictures, yes.
Okay, may I see the pictures? All right, so tell me about how he left it that you feel was so inappropriate. What did he do?
I spent 3.5 hours cleaning up after him. The broken pole that supported the clothes in the closet, the oven and the microwave, which was a mess, the stuff he left up under the sink.
Tell me about the stuff he left. What did he leave behind?
2 inflatable mattresses. It was a pile of stuff, so I just took a picture so visual.
What happened to the rug there?
When I moved in, that's actually in like a storage area of like almost like an attic, a walk-in attic, and it was like that when I moved in.
Wasn't the place entirely renovated?
Yes.
That part wasn't renovated. That rug was never put in. When I moved in, it was like that.
But upstairs.
What part of your apartment was renovated then?
The kitchen, the bathroom.
What happened to the kitchen that was newly renovated? There's scratches all over the drawer.
Actually, the people who put in the cabinets were a little loose. I don't know who put them in. They were like that.
How can it have been like that? Look at the picture. That doesn't look like something an installer did. That looks like use and inappropriate use. What's this a picture of? The dishwasher?
That is the oven.
The oven. Okay, so this is what you're complaining about are the
holes in
curtain
the
rods.
walls.
What's wrong with this curtain rod? What's going on there that it's bent?
He left it like that. I don't know.
Did you install the curtain rods?
Yes, the previous landlord, she says, can I have window covering? She says, as long as you use small holes, which I did.
Did you cover up the holes when you left? Because I see everything's still there.
No, left the rods up there.
Well, you left this rod. Where's this rod? And this rod is bent to high heaven. You want to see it?
Yeah, can I see it?
Yeah, we're coming your way.
Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. You left the TV and a shelf? Why did you leave this stuff?
He didn't leave the TV. He left the shelf. I had to remove. Yeah.
So you're using it? You put a TV on it?
I had to discard it, yes. No, I discarded it. I didn't want his stuff.
How did you get this picture with the TV on it?
I did walkthrough of the apartment taking pictures before he moved out because I needed to show it to a prospective tenant.
Oh,
so that's when that picture was taken.
Right, but is that when you took these pictures?
Some of them, well, that one's after he moved out.
Okay, did you leave this unit behind?
The shelving, let me see. If it's 3 shelves, yes, I did. And
why did you leave that behind?
I didn't have room for the moving people, but
so you left it for somebody else to have to clean up?
I left somebody else, but no, I didn't leave it to clean up.
Why would you leave that behind? You're not supposed to leave anything behind because the next tenant doesn't want your junk. So the next tenant's going to say, why is all this junk here? And then she has to hire somebody to go clean it up. Why did you leave the inflatable mattresses and stuff behind?
Some of that stuff wasn't mine. Inflatable mattress may have been.
I'm sorry, whose inflatable mattress was it?
That one inflatable mattress was mine.
It was a prior tenant's?
No, it wasn't prior tenant.
Okay, what's this a picture of? Pile trash accumulated and left in the apartment.
I put everything in the.
Oh, you put all of it together.
Put all of it together.
It wasn't all together. That's just the pile of
junk. That it wasn't broom clean as he states that it was.
But how do you come up with the figure 300? Did you actually have receipts, and can you show me $300 worth of damage? Damage and/or junk that you had to replace?
I didn't. I don't have. I did the cleanup myself.
You patched up the holes and painted and everything?
I did not patch up the holes because I didn't.
Did you rent it out yet?
I have rented it out, yes.
And they didn't care?
Didn't make an issue of it. Might be back here next year. I don't know.
No, that's not how it works, but.
So if the landlord cleans it himself, can the landlord charge what it would have cost to hire a cleaning crew?
I think so. Yes, I think that that if the tenant left a mess, the landlord is full right to sue.
You agree?
Yes, I agree.
What do you say, sir?
I think it's petty. I mean, I think it's petty for like the
landlord to do
landlord to do it, exactly. Like
that's interesting. Because he did it himself.
No, it's not even that. It's just more like it's petty for like to charge him for it.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
I think that the $300 is a very fair and reasonable estimate for what I'm looking at that a landlord had to do to make this clean for the next person. Between having to get all that stuff out. You didn't get all that stuff out yourself.
Me, my son, and my nephew.
Okay. Did you have to pay them?
Yes, I did.
You did? How much did you pay them?
I paid them $200.
Did you really?
Yeah, $100 each.
I think that 300 is a fair estimate, and I'm ruling in this case in favor of the defendant.
Thank you.
So the decision in this case goes to the defendant, Mr. Anemone. What do you think about the judge's verdict? I mean, you did leave a lot of stuff there.
I did, but she never asked me to remove the rest of the remaining stuff. I left the keys, and then when she gave me a security deposit back, she never explained to me the stuff, if she wanted me to take the stuff or to remove the stuff.
Well, the judge felt it was worth $300 for her to clean up what you left behind. So sorry about that.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay,
You must sign up. All right, Ms. Harris.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. You okay now? You feel better?
I feel much better. I'm just surprised that he took it to this length.
Yeah, I must admit, I am too.
Oh.
No, seriously.
Okay.
But you cleaned it up, and you feel better.
Yes, I do,
that's
especially when I'm a victor.
And let's hope you aren't back here again. Okay?
Yeah, like I said, next
those
year.
holes have been fixed.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. Harvey?
Okay, Doug, there's no firm law on this, but most judges would give the landlord the reasonable cost of cleaning up the apartment.